Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Crazy. I like this. Is that new? Hello to Anoka, Coon Rapids, Arden Hills, West St. Paul, La Crosse, Shakopee, Plymouth, Wyzetta. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Good afternoon if you're watching us on the replay or if you're watching us on YouTube. Happy day, everybody. Happy day. Get a cup of Joe, have a seat, let's have some fun, shall we? Let's do it. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm excited for several reasons today. I'm excited. We have such a good show coming up in a little bit. I'll be going to give you my review of Rise of Skywalker. Plus, she's family. She handles our audience every day. And more importantly, I call her the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities. Erin Schwab is performing today, everybody, right over there. I mean, seriously, I don't know why you would turn the dial. If you go over to The View, they're just screaming at each other over there. So keep it right here. I don't scream at her, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kendall, everybody. Hello, Kendall.
Hi.
Right? We don't scream at each other.
You only scream at me if it's like, Jason, will you go do this like crazy ride with me?
Then I scream at
like,
you.
Ah!
Yeah,
It's
no,
more
then
like
I
a
don't.
fright scream.
There's
though.
not. How you doing?
Great. Just so you know, I have this cookie for you.
Oh, the little baby Yoda cookie. That is
Yeah.
so good. Oh, those are so cute.
Mary gave this to me to give to you. It's on my dirty desk now, but
Well, great. I'll eat the dusty cookie. Thank you. I appreciate that.
if you don't want it, I'll eat it.
Go ahead and eat it. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He's everywhere. People love them. Even I told you about the conversation that I overheard with these two adorable. I think they're probably in their 70s and 80s, and they were sitting at the Monte Carlo, and they were talking. Oh, Ethel, are you watching The Mandalorian? And to hear Grandma say Mandalorian makes me happy. You know what I mean? But anyway, It's on Disney Plus. Speaking of Star Wars, like I said, our review's coming up a little bit. But first, I read the story this morning getting ready for the radio show. It's the craziest thing. There's a company in the UK that wants to make a toilet seat with an incline.
Why?
Because they're mad at their employees for taking too long of bathroom breaks. I'm not kidding, audience. It's a real thing. So this company wants to install these toilet seats with an incline so that you can't sit down. So you have to just kind of and work your legs. And they say nobody can really stand more than 5 minutes. So employers want it because I guess in the UK, long bathroom breaks are a big problem. I don't know. It would never fly here in the U.S. because everybody would be suing everybody. But but I gotta tell, there are some people that do. I mean, that sit in there and they read like Gone with the Wind up in there. It's like, seriously, it's like, oh look at that article. Look at that. It's like, do your business and get out of there. I mean, that's especially here. We have one stall. And if someone's in there, I'm not going to name names. I won't say who.
Please don't.
But in the radio show, I'm not going to. I might. No, I won't. No.
Do it.
No, it's not an on-air person. But anyway, I have, during the radio show, I have about 2 minutes in the commercial break to Forrest Gump down to the bathroom. Do my business and come back to the radio show.
Yeah.
This one day, I'll never forget it. I went through 3 runs going back and forth. The person was still sitting in there. And I saw the magazine. He's like reading National Geographic in there. And I'm like, this isn't a break room. It's the toilet.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
So I'm going to buy those seats for Fox. I'm going to just install it myself. Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you. See, the audience is with me. The staff is booing me. That's fine. It's a problem.
I don't think it's as big of a problem in women's restrooms.
It's not?
I mean, I think it's a minor problem sometimes.
Yeah.
because I'm a very quick peer.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go,
In and
let's
out.
get out of here.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a men's issue.
I think you're right. I mean, it is dudes. We just like to chill.
You just hang out.
That's right. It's time to get started, everybody. Let's get to the hot dish. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm excited. This is going to be good. I talked about my excitement. This might be the only story in this segment because I talked about my excitement yesterday for the new Star Wars movie. Now, before I give you my review, here's a clip from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
We've spotted the fugitives.
They fly now?
They fly now. Cut off a little quick. We cut that off a little. The joke is they fly now. Anyway, I'll bottom line this. I always say start the positive. The positive is I loved it.
Yay!
I loved it, and yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I love Rise of Skywalker. My executive producer asked me a really interesting question today that I thought about a lot. He's like, because I'm such a big fan, and I'm not joking, I'm such a big fan, can you objectively step away from your fandom and look at the movie critically? That's a good question, because I will tell you, I have learned, I loved The Last Jedi, which was the last movie when it released 2 years ago, but I will tell you, I was just overcome with the excitement of seeing it, but as the years have gone on, I have liked that movie less and less. So I was really trying to think about Rise of Skywalker. Did I just love it because it's a Star Wars movie, or did I love it because it's a good Star Wars movie? Mm-hmm. I liked it because it's a great Star Wars movie. It's what you want. It's what you want. Now, obviously, fans will pick. Look, I don't love everything about it, and the nerds will attack it eventually and pick things apart. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but my goodness, you don't even need to be a Star Wars fan. There are sites, though, if you want to catch up real quick before you see it. Google what to watch before this movie to catch up. But I will tell you this, from the moment the titles come up until the moment the other credits roll, it is non-stop. You cannot breathe. It is bombastic. It is epic. It is huge. The action sequences are amazing. They are intense. There's good humor. There's funny moments. C-3PO has never been better. And I saved the last thing kind of to last. The best thing about it is this. We all know that we lost Carrie Fisher several years ago, even before Last Jedi came out. And director J.J. Abrams, if you guys don't know this, it's been much talked about, so most of you know, J.J. Abrams didn't want to recast her. They didn't want to do a digital Princess Leia, but you still needed Leia to wrap up this family story. Because remember, Star Wars is a family. It really is a family saga. So JJ found 8 minutes of footage of Carrie that was not used in The Force Awakens. And the amazing thing, and people are going to rip JJ, the fans are going to take him apart, but here's what you cannot deny. That man and his screenwriting partner found a brilliant way to write around that 8 minutes of footage. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. When you see it, you would swear Carrie Fisher was on set that day acting with those actors. And this isn't giving anything away, but I will tell you, not only does he pay tribute to the actress, but my goodness, it's beautiful the way that this isn't giving anything away, that JJ has found a way to make Leia vitally important to this story. It will make you smile. It's so moving the way Leia is so important, and what a great tribute to that character. And it's the number one thing I loved about this. And I thought to myself, bravo, J.J. Abrams. That's hard to do because you're trying to land the plane, you're landing 9 movies, and you got to worry about that, you got to worry about this. And I thought it's fun. It's what a big movie like this should be. My only negative is that it's almost too much. It's a little overstuffed. There are moments where I wish we could have stepped on the brakes a little bit and just relaxed and held the moment, because everything can't be a 5. You know what I mean? If everything's a 5, you don't really feel the height of the emotion like you should. That's my only beef. But overall, this is a favorite of mine. It really is. In the Star Wars, it's a favorite of mine. Congratulations, JJ and the team. The acting, you should be excited. The ending is perfect. The ending, they're going to squabble over it. To me, it's perfect. Next on the dish, we're down to the final 3 on The Masked Singer. At the end of tonight's show, we will know the identities of the fox, the flamingo, and the Rottweiler. And we already know who they are. Anyway, here's a clip. Take a look.
And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord a song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
Oh, as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
There we go. There's all 3. Okay, one more. We're going to lay down bets one more time. I'm going to start, and we're going to go over to Kendall.
Okay.
I think the fox is either Jamie Foxx or Wayne Brady. I think the flamingo is Fantasia. And the Rottweiler is absolutely, without a doubt, I'll take this whole audience to Disney World if I'm wrong. The Rottweiler's Chris Daughtry. You disagree with one of those, right?
Yes, only one.
Which one do you disagree with?
I think it's Adrienne Bailon, the
Okay.
flamingo. She was a cheetah girl, which is a little bit more my time and even younger than
I
me,
get
but-
it. And by the way, The Masked Singer got the coveted spot of the show following the Super Bowl this year. That's right. Yeah, it'll
Wow.
debut right after the Super Bowl in February. Fox, please don't run this into the ground. I love you. I love this show. Keep it special. We have a lot more to come, everybody. Back after this. Coming up, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have producer Ted. No, you actually have a Facts of Life reunion via a Christmas movie. That's right, Tootie, Blair, Natalie, and Joe star in You Light Up My Christmas. Ted has his review. Then Thrifty Traveler is back, fresh off a trip to Cuba. Find out what you need to know if you're planning to go there. Plus, as always, the latest and hottest winter travel deals. And she is family. We're celebrating Christmas with a live performance from Erin Schwab and her longtime singing partner, Jay Fuchs. You ready to smile? That is coming up.
I love Christmas, and I love like lights, because when I was young, we never had the good lights. You know, and we had no money for the good. You know how some people have, like, you know, the whole house lit up. We just took a red light bulb and took the white one out and put the red light bulb out. It was like consistently saying danger. You know what I'm saying? Like it was consistently an emergency as opposed to.
We actually
There's
have.
trouble.
I think this might be your house. We have some footage here of some lights. Jim, can we roll this? Walk me through what we got here. Is this your neighborhood?
No, that's my crib.
That's your house. That's not your neighborhood. That's your house. I didn't realize you lived at Caesar's Palace.
You got that.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that's a hell of an electric bill right there.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx loves Christmas. He stars in the new film Just Mercy. He's already received a SAG nomination for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role. I thought Jamie was on The Masked Singer, but now I don't think so anymore. I think the Fox, I changed. I think the Fox is Wayne Brady, which also makes sense because The Masked Singer, I'm doing some Jessica Fletcher here, The Masked Singer tapes in the same building as Let's Make a Deal. So it's uber convenient for Wayne to, for Wayne Brady to be like, here's your donkey, I'm gonna go over here. You know what I mean?
I like that guess. I do. I've
I do.
always thought it'd be odd if Jamie Foxx did it. Just doesn't seem in his wheelhouse.
Yeah. But, you know, he does sing. More late night for you. Kim Jong from The Masked Singer, more Masked Singer, and The Hangover, filled in for James Corden on The Late Late Show last night. How did he do? Well, let's judge. Look.
And here's a fun fact. You may or may not know this, but, you know, before I went into comedy, I used to be a doctor. Do you guys know that? I used to be an actual, yes. Thank you. Heal thyself. I was an internal medicine physician at Kaiser Permanente and practiced for 7 years before I said, that, I'll be naked and famous in a movie, and that is what makes America great. Now, a lot of people say laughter is the best medicine. Klonopin is the best medicine.
Well, he has a point. I will never forget seeing The Hangover. Thank you, Jeff. I will never forget seeing The Hangover, y'all. There's been 2 times in recent 10 years where I have laughed out loud, LOL'd in a theater. Like, you know, but no, I mean like
like
a belly,
like
a belly laugh. The first time was when Ken jumped out of the trunk naked in The Hangover. I watch that to this day, and I think it's. And number 2 is Maya Rudolph in Bridesmaids.
Yes,
is the other. Yeah, come by. It's happening. Come by.
It happened.
Come by. Yeah, it happened. Yeah. 2, I laughed.
I was just gonna say that.
That guy laughed too.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
That was the one time I did too.
Thank goodness that gentleman started smiling because we took a shot at you and you looked a little serious during that moment. It's like, yeah, mama, thank you. If the show starts to tank, I'm just gonna go to you. Just go like that for me. Just, there we go, yeah. I got worried because he's like one of those guys that got drug here. You know what I mean? It's like, I could be at home, but I'm here. Anyway. Melissa McCarthy, by the way, hosts tonight. Let's move on. More Dish. Last week we told you about the unprecedented move by CBS to pull one of the Survivor castaways from the game after he was accused of some unwanted touching by a member of production. Well, now CBS says they're taking measures, yeah, I bet they are, Barb, in future seasons to ensure the safety of others. CBS says they will review all aspects of the game and enhance procedures of training, reporting, and issues and prohibited forms of gameplay. Prohibited forms of gameplay, okay. The network is adding a third-party expert in the field to review, evolve, and add to new policies. Contestants must go through a more rigorous pre-production orientation, and all this comes after Dan, this dude Dan on the show. He's a talent manager from Hollywood. He was the guy that was removed because a contestant accused him of some unwanted touching earlier this season. But it wasn't until he was accused by a member of production that he was finally removed, which I think is a load of hooey. So it's all right to touch a fellow contestant, but if you touch, you know, Eric, you know, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why I picked Eric, but you know what I mean? No, I'm not making light, but I'm trying to add a little humor, but I don't think that's right. They should have nipped that in the bud, as Gomer Pyle would say, the minute he was people in the cast.
Mm-hmm. Well, they put somebody with a lot of time on their hands, put a compilation of all the different women saying different, like, oh, don't do that. Oh, that was weird, on YouTube.
Oh, from him?
Yeah, from like all these different women just throughout the show being like, oh, why are you touching me? Why did Dan do that? And it's
there were
so many that said different things, but none of them directly said like the word assault or used any of that kind of language. But I mean, yeah, isn't that enough to be like creeper McCreepyton?
Yeah. After the first time, if someone looks at you, don't can we just not touch each other? You know what I mean? And I admit to my hypocrisy because I was raised, I'm a hugger. I really am, but I hug people that I'm friends with. You know what I mean? My mom was a hugger. My dad's family, I don't even think they looked at each other until my mom came into the family. Everyone, my mom comes in and she's like, hi. And I was raised like that. But I know I know hello as they taught you in Dirty Dancing. This is my space, this is your space, you know? Next up, inspired by true events, Emma returns to her hometown built around her family's Christmas light factory 2 weeks before Christmas. But upon her return, friends, the lights have gone dim in the once festive town. Here's a clip from the trailer of You Light Up My Christmas. And you may recognize a few people. Look.
Why not get more buyers into town by lighting it up?
This holiday,
Your father always knew how to make this town shine.
the cast of The Facts of Life come together to celebrate the season. Mindy Cohn, Nancy McKeon, Lisa Welchel, and Kim Fields.
Oh, that's beautiful. Looks like another Simmons is finding a way to shine.
That is You Light Up My Christmas. They're not joking. Starring the cast from The Facts of Life. It aired on Lifetime, and that means it's time once again for Producer Ted Reviews Christmas Movies. Joining us from the Jason Show control room is producer Ted Johnson. Hello, Ted. Happy holidays to you and yours.
Happy holidays. Good morning.
Okay, so we're taking the good, we're taking the bad, we put them together, and what do we have? Tell us the plot.
Yeah, so we have Kim Fields' character, who is Emma. Emma lives in Phoenix. She goes back to Charlotte, the burbs of Charlotte,
Okay.
Where her father had recently just died. He was the head of a Christmas light factory. So she goes there to sell his house. She goes through old stuff, starts to feel all the emotions. The person who is running the Christmas light factory happens to be her high school sweetheart.
Oh.
So they, work, and she realizes that the Christmas light factory could go under by as early as the new year.
That's horrible, Ted.
But she finds blueprints of a brand new light that her father was working on.
Wait. She found what is this, the Goonies and One-Eyed Willie's treasure? She found a blueprint. Okay.
Of a brand new light never seen before by humankind. And then they start going to work.
Okay. Ted, have you seen The Facts of Life?
No.
Okay. Did you recognize any of these young ladies?
No.
Okay. How did they do?
I mean, Kim Fields was great.
Oh, so you know Tootie. Yeah, Tootie.
Yeah, she was great.
She was your favorite?
Yeah. I asked Jeff who the other ladies were. I don't know.
We have Natalie, Mindy Cohn. We have Blair. That's Lisa Welchel. We have Tootie, Kim Fields, and then Nancy McKeon is Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
While
great.
while I was watching it, I was like, I wonder if there's a little hat tip to the old Facts of Life here and there. But
Was there a store called Edna's Edibles in the town?
I don't think so.
Audience, I totally stumped Ted with that one. Ted, Edna's Edibles was a store that they worked at in The Facts of Life.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Maybe I'll have to watch it over again.
Yeah, and then that burnt to the ground. Tootie, I think, got drunk in there and burned it to the ground. And then they had a new store called Over Our Heads.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, lost on Ted. Okay, Ted, correct me if I'm wrong. My blueprint here is telling me that this is not a Hallmark movie. This aired where?
Lifetime.
Okay.
So Lifetime has, I don't know, Hallmark's got 800 of these Christmas movies. Lifetime's got 20. And this is one of the Lifetime ones.
The other difference is Lifetime has gay people.
Well, yeah,
Please tell me that at the end of this movie, just to stick it to Netflix, they just had just a group of lesbians running down the road.
They did.
They did? No. Just hundreds of lesbians running down the streets.
No.
Okay, just checking. Okay, let's. Should we get to the gold crowns?
Let's get to the gold crowns.
Now, Ted grades these 1 to 4. Ted, what are you giving? What's this called? You Light Up My Christmas. What do you give this?
This was a struggle to get through. I'll be honest with you. This was a struggle to get through. But you know, I like reunions. I like when people from old shows come together and make stuff. And we have there we go.
There we go. How many?
2 crowns.
Okay. I think, Ted, you know what? That's fair. I think if you would have watched The Facts of Life, we could have gotten a 3-crowner
Maybe.
there. Yeah. Ted Johnson, everybody. Thank you. Got to take a break. But I got to tell you, The Facts of Life, Jeff and I were talking during the break, all jokes aside, really known for tackling a lot of serious issues, but a really great fun fact. The Facts of Life featured the first individual with a disability in a recurring role. Cousin Jerry, had cerebral palsy and was a recurring character. And Jeff and I were talking, we're the same age. Watching it as a child, it was the first person on television that I saw with a disability and gave me a lot of compassion. And power of TV. Congratulations, Facts of Life. Still ahead, a special performance by Erin Schwab and Jay. But next. You need to get away for the winter. The Thrifty Traveler is back with the latest deals. Plus, he went to Cuba. We're going to talk about that trip when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Well, winter is here, and it's a great time to be somewhere warm, anywhere. Here with some of the hottest deals of the winter season, plus a recap of his recent trip to Cuba. Ladies and gentlemen from Thrifty Traveler, give it up for Jared, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
thanks
back.
for having me back, Jason.
Cuba, huh?
Cuba.
Wow. Okay, so first of all, is it, the travel restrictions were lifted, and then they were kind of put back on a little bit. What do people need to know if they are interested? Here's the bottom line question. Can we still go as Americans?
Cuba is open for business.
Okay.
The U.S. government kind of makes you think that it's not, but it definitely is. So like the easiest thing is, you can fly Delta, you can fly American, you can fly JetBlue, you can fly any U.S. airline into Havana. And the only thing you need to do is choose one of the categories of allowed travel. And the one we suggest is support for the Cuban people, which is incredibly vague. But essentially what you need to do
But
is...
it's a real category.
It is a real category,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not made up. It sounds made up. So what you need to do is essentially go on like Airbnb experiences or tours for like cultural things, like learning how to dance or learning how to maybe drink rum or smoke cigars.
Which of those 3 did you perfect while you were there?
I did do a tour on how to drink rum and smoke cigars. And I learned some valuable... It was a valuable cultural exchange.
Personally, for me, because you're a friend of mine, I was really hoping you took dance lessons. I really wanted to see you do some.
I don't need any lessons.
No,
I'm a
yeah.
natural, yeah. That's another segment.
That's a whole other, What surprised you the most? You land, you get off the plane. What's your first impression?
Just how short the flight is. Because if you think about, there's only 90 miles in between, Key West and Havana. So it's super easy. If you think about if you're going to a tropical destination, it's actually the closest.
Yeah. But the environment, what struck you? What was it? The buildings, the kindness of the people? We're looking at some pictures, by the way. What stuck out to you?
Yeah, I think the juxtaposition of some of the decaying infrastructure of these amazing, incredible buildings that were built in the early 1900s. And then those amazing, 1950s, 1960s U.S. cars.
Because that's all they have.
That's all they have because of the embargo. Yeah.
It's Jay Leno's dream.
It is. It is. And they're incredible. And they're like really strange vehicles because it'll be like obviously a 1960s U.S. vehicle, but it'll have like a Mercedes or a Soviet engine in it. So it's these like Frankenstein vehicles.
Now, as far as boarding, are there hotels like the Sheraton and the Hilton? Where do you stay? How does it work in Cuba?
Right. So the big thing is there's 2 things you need to avoid. State-owned hotels, so the Cuban government owns them, which are all the big name hotels. So what we recommend is staying in an Airbnb, and there's tons of them, and they're owned by like Cuban people, which is really cool.
So that's fascinating. So the actual hotels, though it says Hilton, Sheraton, it's owned by the government.
51% owned by the Cuban government. So that is one of the big rules. So the 2 things you need to avoid is those state-run hotels, essentially any hotel, and then state-run restaurants. So if you think about a government-run restaurant, generally not the best.
No.
So if you go to TripAdvisor and you look at the top restaurants, none of them are going to be government-run or state-sponsored ones, and they're all going to be privately owned, and those are the good ones you can go to.
Talk to me about the people. Warm. I've had several friends go, and that's one of the first three things they say is the warmness of the people.
Yeah, they love to learn more about the U.S. I mean, they have the internet now. I mean, they know what's going on. They have a great education system. They have great health care. I think one of our Airbnb hosts said it best, when talking about the U.S. government and the Cuban government, just because our parents don't get along doesn't mean we can't be friends.
I love it.
Yeah.
More with Jared when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Hot travel deal. Don't go anywhere. I love that. Welcome back, my friends. More with Jared from Thrifty Traveler. More with Jared from Thrifty Traveler. Let's do some deals, my friend.
All right. So, when we talk about these deals, like you can go to thriftytraveler.com to find them, or use Google Flights to search. And I know I say this every single time.
No, but it bears
so
repeating.
Important.
Yes.
All right. So these are all out of MSP. Most of them are nonstop on Delta through this winter and spring. So Minneapolis to Denver, $96 round trip. Nashville, $136. Phoenix, $156. Las Vegas, $140. Los Angeles, which has been super expensive.
It's very expensive.
$184 if you're flexible on your dates. So a lot of these, going Wednesday to Saturday, if you want to go Friday to Sunday, not going to work.
No.
If you can be flexible with your dates. Other ones, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Fort Myers, all under $200 winter through spring. And one that's not normally cheap, Portland, $196 nonstop on Delta this winter. All right, two that are I think they're amazing deals. Nonstop Delta to Aruba for $397. This is normally like $600 to $700.
Oh, wow.
And Costa Rica, also $600 to $700. Normally it's $403 nonstop round trip on several dates.
That is really cheap.
That is a really, really cheap deal. It doesn't come around often. Obviously, go to thriftytraveler.com or use Google Flights to search.
Perfect. Yeah. Now, as always, and then you have some deals too for Thrifty Traveler Premium, right?
Yeah, so Thrifty Traveler Premium, which is our international flight deal subscription service. If you go to thriftytraveler.com and you gift it to someone, you can even gift it to yourself.
Yeah.
We have $5 off, so that's $40. And then we have our new service, Thrifty Traveler University, which just came out last month, which is our online video course all about how to travel on the cheap.
Yeah,
so 16 videos.
I've been to one of the courses, and you got to go if you want to save some money on travel. Yeah.
We got that as well.
Okay, let's get to some questions. Y'all posted some questions on Facebook. First up, Jenna. Hey, Jenna. Says, I have travel miles anxiety. I don't want to waste them. How do I know I'm getting a good deal with my miles?
All right. So, Jenna, what it sounds like is what we call points paralysis, where you're like, I'm not going to use my points unless I know I'm getting an absolutely amazing deal.
Yeah.
And the big thing with points and miles, earn them and then burn them, because just take a trip that you normally couldn't afford. That's the best use of your miles.
And don't be afraid to use them.
No, don't be afraid to use them.
You have them. Thank you, Jenna Orcutt there. Next, Jake asks, what are some up-and-coming travel destinations that will be popular in 2020?
So, a lot of Europe is just so incredibly cheap. We have that new nonstop route to Dublin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredibly popular. Minneapolis is going to be getting a nonstop route to Shanghai, China, which is going to be really cool in 2020.
I can go to Shanghai Disneyland.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. So, those are a lot of the really popular ones. The Middle East is becoming a little bit more popular with kind of like some of the issues in the Middle East kind of dying down. So Jordan's become incredibly popular. I was just there with my wife last month.
Yes, you were.
Going to Petra, incredible experience. So.
If you ever want to feel bad about your life, go ahead and follow Jared on Instagram, because when you see the pictures and you see the first class accommodations that this dude gets, it will make you cry.
Using points and miles.
Using points and miles.
Using points and miles.
I know, but I love this guy. We're actual friends, but I look at sometimes and I'm like, I hate you. Finally, Cindy wants to know, hi, it's Cindy Johnson wants to know, what's the worst travel experience you've ever had, Jared? That's a good question, Cindy Johnson.
And Jason, you already know about it. So we went to Vietnam, and Vietnam is a wonderful country, but I got a bad bug. And I lost 15 pounds, and I don't have 15 pounds to lose.
I don't know where it came from, but
So that's just we talked about it. Travel isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and traveling to third world countries, sometimes you're just gonna get sick, and that's just the way it is.
How long did it last again?
It lasted too long.
Yeah,
it lasted over a week.
Yeah, and he came back. I remember the first segment that you came back, and Jared was literally like that big. I mean, it was like, seriously, I felt so bad for you.
It was a good diet.
That's right. Give it up for Jared, everybody, for more information. Head to thriftytraveler.com. Still ahead, we're chatting with Erin Schwab about her holiday show this weekend that's either naughty or nice. She'll perform when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Hi, there's Erin. Our next guests are a perfect pair. They're a perfect pair to help you welcome the holidays with their show at Crooners on Friday and Saturday night. Give it up for our good friend, Erin Schwab and Jay Fuchs, everybody.
Well, hello.
It's been such a long time since I've seen you. It was just a few minutes ago in the
I
commercial
know,
break.
right?
Tell everybody, first of all, how lovely does Erin look? Look at that.
It's my holiday shirt. It's a mullet shirt, is
And-
what it is. It's business in the front and party in the back.
Look at that. Erin, we got to share the love, too. Look how good Jay looks, too. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Tell everybody about the show, my friend.
Well, we have two.
You have two.
This is the third year in a row. This Saturday we do like a double feature sort of shows. We do an early show that's the nice show and a late show that's the naughty show.
That's right.
Yes. And then because we sold those out, I think there's like 6 tickets left for the nice show on Saturday, and that's
The
it.
naughty already sold out?
Naughty sold out right away.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
No,
right? But then on Friday, they
Yeah.
were like, well, you guys sold out, so we're going to add another show. So we're doing a double feature show with the front part of it being Jay and I, and then the back half of the show is Lori Dockin and Rachel Holder.
I love that.
Rachel Holder Hennig. Yes.
Now, Erin,
Yes.
nowhere on my card does it tell me why your show is naughty. Is there a reason why there's
Why is it naughty?
Yeah,
Because have you met me? That's like a right? I can only be. You know what? The naughty show is actually quite similar to the nice show.
It is.
But there's some added naughty holiday songs,
Yeah.
which I don't know if you know. There's a lot of naughty holiday songs.
There are.
That's right.
Yeah.
But people have been drinking for so much longer.
That's right.
So
Now, you guys have been together how long? You and Jay singing together.
We've been together 20 years.
20 years, everybody.
Yes, we
Now, look at this.
celebrated our 20th anniversary.
And audience,
Yeah.
come back to your TV. This is Erin and Jay on a cruise 20 years ago.
Look at
that.
that.
Look at that.
I know. We met on a big gay cruise. Isn't that just perfect?
The audience isn't sure if you're joking about
No,
that. I know
literally,
it
we met on a
was.
big gay cruise. It was a
a-
big gay cruise buyout. All the humans were gay. It was fabulous. It was great.
This
including
weekend,
Jay, so it
this
was good.
weekend on Lifetime, everybody. That's right, yeah. Okay, what do you, thank you, I appreciate the little out
Well,
there.
we're going to do every year when we started doing these holiday shows, Jay started to do a competition where people could submit lyrics to a holiday song, and then we would select one. Jay selected one, and then he would put music to it.
Oh.
And so this is our song from this year.
Okay.
It's called Stocking Full of Wishes, which sounds like a Hallmark holiday film to me.
That's right.
So if you're watching, I'm here for you, Hallmark. This is our Hallmark holiday song right here.
Erin Schwab and Jay
Daryl and
Fuchs,
Gray.
everybody.
All right. Yes. For you, a stocking full of wishes, stardust to make each dreams come true. Logs on the fire, your lips pressed to mine. My only wish is wrapped up in you. Mistletoe and lovers stealing kisses. Let's steal another 2 or 3. Romance fills the air. There's not a care. Champagne on ice. Let's toast to you and me. Go ahead, Jay. Oh, look at those fancy fingers. Slow dance me to the moon and back, love. My heart will likely skip a beat. Your hands in mine, my head's in the clouds. You waltzed right into my life and swept me off my feet. Sleigh bells ring-a-ling-a-ling. Snowflakes fall like glitter taking flight. Church bells ring-a-ling-a-ling. Peace and joy surround us on this night. Sleigh bells ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Peace on earth surround us on this night. Sleigh bells jing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Peace on earth surround us on this night.
Erin Schwab, everybody! And Jay Fuchs. Keep playing. This Friday and Saturday night
for you
at Crooners.
Full of wishes.
For ticket information, and the Crooners Lounge, mn.com, right there. Erin Schwab and Jay Fuchs. We'll be right back, everybody.
My wish wrapped up in you, mistletoe and lovers stealing kisses. Hey, Jason, let's share another two.
Welcome back. Kendall's back with me. Hey, girl. Kendall joins me again. How good? How good is Erin and Jay
Gosh,
Fuchs?
it's
Aren't
so
they great?
fun. It's so
Yeah.
fun. I love it.
There's a reason I call her the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities. She really is. She's that good, and so is Jay. So is his vest. If you want tickets to come see our show, all you have to do is do that right there on your screen. Go to our Facebook page, search Jason Show TV, and you'll see the ticket tab right underneath the cover photo. Click that tab, and then you sign up. You're in by 9:15. You're out by 11:15. And if you are a manager, we have had a lot of company trips this week. So bring the staff. Are they here? Oh, that's right. Crooners, right there. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back right after these words. Stay with us. Love the Crooners. Look at that. Welcome back. Erin Schwab, Jay Fuchs, Crooners. I didn't know we had the entire staff of Crooners. Who's running the place right now?
You know, I don't know because I only go there at night. So I'm not familiar with the day staff.
The whole staff.
I don't know.
The whole staff is over there.
I
That's
know,
amazing.
right? Isn't it fun? They all came.
We're going to wrap up the show with you two. Is this going to be naughty or nice?
Well, this is nice.
This is going to be nice.
I know, yeah. You have to come to the shows if you want to see the naughty. We'll put some naughty in on Friday, too.
Perfect.
For
and
sure.
one more time. When's the show?
This Friday, we're doing a show that's the double feature with Lori Dockin and Rachel Holder-Hennig and myself and Jay. And then on Saturday, there's 2 shows. There's still a couple seats left at the nice show. So you can go to croonersmn.com and get in there. croonersloungemn.com. Something like that.
Something
right?
like that.
Get in there and do it.
Tomorrow on the show, the Cooking Mom is back. But right now, go out there and be yourself. Nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. More with Erin Schwab, everybody.
Hey! We're all going to sing. Sing at your house. Ready? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you. Oh, to you. I don't even know the words anymore. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Big and loud. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us the figgy pudding. That's my favorite. What is figgy pudding? Nobody knows.